Centuries before space telescopes, there was a book that mapped the heavens in ways both breathtaking and bizarre. A book where science and art collided, where the universe was a stage for gods and planets alike. This is Harmonia Macrocosmica, the forgotten masterpiece of the cosmos. In the 17th century, as ancient beliefs clashed with modern discoveries, one man dared to capture the universe as it was imagined, debated, and redefined. His name was Andreas Cellarius, a Dutch-German cartographer, historian, and visionary, born in 1596, and at the dawn of the scientific revolution, he lived in a world of transformation, where the old ways of understanding the cosmos were being reimagined. For over 1,000 years, humanity had trusted the Earth-centered cosmos, where celestial spheres moved in perfect harmony. But now, thinkers like Copernicus, Kepler, and Galileo were challenging this vision, proposing a universe where mathematics, not myth, dictated motion. Some resisted, others embraced the unknown. And in the midst of this revolution, Cellarius created something extraordinary. Published in 1660, Harmonia Macrocosmica was more than a book of star charts. It was a historical record of how humans had imagined the heavens. From the geometric order of Ptolemy, to the sun-centered vision of Copernicus, to the hybrid models that attempted a fragile balance between tradition and discovery. But it was also something more. Where others simply charted the stars, Cellarius illuminated them, with swirling celestial spheres, golden planetary paths, and divine figures guiding the heavens. Unlike later scientific atlases, which reduced the sky to data, Harmonia Macrocosmica was a fusion of science, mythology, and artistry. His constellations were not just points of light, but living myths, frozen in time. His planets did not simply orbit the sun, they danced through gilded pathways, moving through an ordered and harmonious cosmos. Inside Harmonia Macrocosmica, we find not one, but multiple visions of the universe, each reflecting the shifting beliefs of the time. Some maps depict the ancient Earth-centered cosmos of Ptolemy, where celestial spheres turned in divine precision. Others embrace Copernicus's radical heliocentric model, where Earth itself moves through space. And then there is the Tychonic system, an uneasy compromise, where planets orbit the sun, but the sun still orbits Earth, preserving tradition while acknowledging new discoveries. Through these pages, we do not just see the stars, we witness a battle of ideas, an era when the very nature of reality was being rewritten. Celestial atlases were not just books of stars, they were tools of science, guides for navigation, and visions of the divine. For astronomers, they helped track planetary motion, measure cycles of the stars, and refine calendars. For navigators, they were lifelines, guiding sailors across uncharted oceans using the constellations as celestial landmarks. And for artists and philosophers, they were something else entirely. A cosmic manuscript, blending observation with imagination, transforming the heavens into a place of myth, wonder, and mystery. Many celestial atlases shaped our understanding of the stars. Among the most famous include Johann Bayer's Uranometria, the first atlas to introduce a system for naming stars, many of which we still use today. Johannes Hevelius' Firmamentum Sobiescianum, one of the last great atlases based on naked eye observations before telescopes changed astronomy. John Flamsteed's Atlas Coelestis, a pivotal work, one of the first atlases to be based on telescopic data, marking a shift to modern star charts. But among them, one atlas stands out. Not just for its scientific depth, but for its sheer beauty. Andreas Cellarius's Harmonia Macrocosmica. As technology advanced, celestial atlases began to change. The Renaissance maps, filled with gods and symbols, gradually gave way to mathematical precision. The constellations became points on a grid. The cosmos became a system of numbers rather than a stage for mythology. By the 18th century, Atlases like Flamsteed's Atlas Coelestis and Bode's Uranograhia were focused entirely on accuracy over artistry. The stars were no longer imagined, they were measured. The universe had become a place of calculation, and yet, something was lost. The wonder of the old maps, the grandeur of their vision, the belief that the cosmos was not just a collection of objects, but a place of meaning. Centuries have passed. Science has evolved. Theories have changed. And yet, we still map the heavens. We may no longer draw constellations as gods and heroes, but we are still searching, still seeking answers in the vastness of space. From ancient star maps to modern telescopes, from Ptolemy to Cellarius to the James Webb Space Telescope, our journey through the cosmos is far from over. Because no matter how much we learn, no matter how far we see, the stars will always hold mysteries yet to be discovered. For thousands of years, we have drawn constellations, measured planetary motions, and imagined the universe as a vast, harmonious structure. Some of those early maps, like Harmonia Macrocosmica, were profoundly wrong. But they were also profoundly beautiful. Because in the end, these maps were never just about the positions of the stars. They were about our relationship with them, our endless search for meaning in the infinite. The stars will always call to us. The journey will never be over, because the harmony of the macrocosm endures.